it's still going to stay the same, and I don't think everybody's going to allow you to go up more on your budget of $75.
No, I'm not asking that. Not asking
no,
that.
No, you're not.
But I want to do
is, so that will make it the same. But what I can do is for you is if I'm still here this week, when I do place the community order.
Don't worry, I'm voting. Just so you know, you got my vote.
Well, if I am here, I will, because I got all the stuff written out of stuff that I have to look up. We only have an hour. Some of the meals that I will put together this week will still have organic food in it.
Okay.
Not everything's organic, like the corn tortillas.
Then I won't eat those.
Like
I'll just eat what I can. But I just want to be able to eat some of people's food so I can say, wow, your food was so good, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I will do my best to... I will do my best if you purchase some of your items that are the same, that goes in accordance with the menu.
That's what I was thinking.
Then I'll cook your option, your item, and then I'll cook, the group's item. And you can have the same exact thing that the group has when we eat, instead of you having to try to make something on your own, and it
that would be
isn't
helpful.
Sufficient enough.
I would appreciate that.
Okay,
I'm working so hard with my paintings to make the group more money,
I see. I mean, we're all working hard to make the group more money.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You got to be careful with that one, because then a lot of people get offended because it makes it seem like you're speaking as if you're the only person making money or making the majority.
No,
I understand. But it's all in words. Yeah, it's all in words and perception. So you don't want people to think that you're the head of the household. You're the breadwinner.
Oh, yeah, I don't
that's what it would feel like. That's what it comes off sounding like. Okay. And I don't want anybody to think that. So yeah, I can definitely do that for you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Thank you, Aaron.
That's no problem at all.
Okay, so if I have more personal money with the money that we're all making, I can do that. I can use my personal money.
Right.
So that'll work out great.
That will work out because we got a lot of personal money this time.
But I still get $75 for the week. Okay, good. Then that makes me happy.
So that really does put you at $145.
And that's
roughly.
high. Yeah, that's more than
you need 75 a week is what you've determined?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to keep it at that because we're making enough money to supplement my personal income. I don't want to say I need 100 because I'm not going to get it.
My only thing is if we can get that specifically in writing to be brought up at the meeting, because it's still an amorphous thing, and people I hear you right here now, he hears you right here now, but that information can easily get misconstrued, is already misconstrued about, is it 75 every week, is it 150 a week, is it 150 every 2 weeks, is it 75 every 2 weeks, that if you can write it out in writing and present it to the group in the group meeting so that we can set it firmly, put it down in the books, and also determine where that money is going to come from every single week. If we can firmly set that so that then we can put that into motion is the thing.
For now, we're just going to keep it at $75, just so
what she's saying, what you need to do is bring it to the group, because the
make
group
it into
doesn't
a
have
firm
anything,
plan to bring to the
group.
group.
Doesn't have a solidified plan on how they're going to do it and where the money is coming from. It was that one-time thing that we had kind of agreed on.
The money's coming from my paintings.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We're not objecting against it. We're saying that to be informative. To be informative, allow
what
the
exactly
whole
do you
group to hear
in writing?
Yeah.
Would you help me with that?
How much? Just write out how much you need per week. Where the money's going to be coming from.
My paintings. I think I proved that last
And what's
week.
going to happen in the event that a painting doesn't sell, where the money is going to come from.
Well, then I won't get the money.
Okay, then write that down. It needs to be like a full, a resolution.
Because people are going to ask questions and make sure that you
have to cover all your bases. You have to protect yourself. You have to cover your ass in every situation.
Right.
Think of every question that people are going to ask you and have an answer for it.
Okay. Realistically, I need $100 a week for organic food, and it's coming from my paintings.
If that's what if 100 is what you feel like you need, write it down at $100.
I really feel like I need 100. I've been really trying to make this stretch, and it's just like.
Okay, we'll say exactly what you need and why you need it, and be very.
It's coming from the barter, the painting.
We'll be very descriptive in it,
be very specific,
and explain exactly how you
plan
explain,
is that $100 taken out of income? Is it $100 off of the sale of the painting before taxes, after taxes?
I'm gonna need help with that from y'all if y'all don't mind, because I just don't do that well.
Okay.
I'm an artist. I have other people manage my money for me for that reason. So if y'all could help me with that, Dedeker, I would appreciate it. Because it's apparent that I don't know how to present this kind of stuff to the group.
If you can just at least write down the numbers so that then we can bring it to the group. Just put something on paper for me, Bella.
All right, because I have got all my prices out, and I've added up what I need and what I can do without. I mean, it comes to like $150 a week, but I'm like, I'm going to bring it down to 100 and just use my personal income I get from making money to supplement that, so I won't raise so
And
much
where do you
out.
want to, and you want to take that $100
Just out of paintings.
from your paintings, the initial sale of your paintings.
Right.
So before taxes.
Because a lot of people are saying, I have like,
No, it would be smarter for her to take it after taxes. Would it not?
It's a little bit harder to deal with because we don't take taxes out until it's kind of all put into the file. But
Because then once it gets
I mean,
to the
yes,
pile,
it
then
would,
we
it
would
would
actually have
to
to
be.
take the
We would have to
taxes
look
out
at
of
which
it.
paintings sold that week. I have to take the taxes out of the paintings and then take the 100 from whatever's left over.
Exactly.
There.
Because then if you did
Yeah.
it the opposite way, then she would end up
Yeah.
having to pay taxes on the $100, and then it would be a little harder to equate that into
that makes sense.
the personal
yeah.
money. So,
This is great. I'm learning. This is awesome.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to do this, so I appreciate y'all helping with that. Okay,
so then that's something that you want to make sure you write down in there that you're proposing $100 a week for the purchase of your organic foods.
Can we do it right now?
And sure. You grab a
Do
piece
this,
of paper.
okay.
We can do it.
No, I straight spank him.
Didn't you just win or did he spank you? Like, it still burns. Left the mark? Very high.
But I gave you Esco, so I didn't come in last, so I'm gonna
So I'm not a loser.
I'll show you what I have put together because I've worked really hard to put together. Now I need help just kind of solidifying it for the group because for obvious reasons. I've worked really hard on this.
Oh, your prices?
Yeah, I've been really working hard pricing everything out. But I just don't know how to present it to the group because I don't know. I try and it just get.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I know.
$4.99 a pound for almonds.
I'm not getting almonds. That's for everybody else.
At one point, Josh gave up on me and started going at me.
This is just price list for everything. These aren't even things that I'd
Yeah,
order,
yeah.
but. So
No, I'm just
it's
looking
not-
at the
I know,
prices.
it's crazy, huh? These are the items that I order. You know, like carrots, quinoa, garlic, just, beets, celery. And then these are some extra cabbage, tomatoes, squash, yeast, and popcorn, which I don't ever have to order that for a while or that. See, a lot of the stuff that I ordered, like the squash, I asked for 3 little squash, and I got 3 pounds of squash. It cost like $12. So stuff like that is like I won't order again because it was like a mistake and making me ordered it wrong.
And then at the end of it, we make
But these are this is a repeat order, and all this came to like $150. So I just that's just like there.
So then what you do
So then
is
I'm gonna bring it down to 100 just and just use my personal money to supplement.
so what you do is this.
To keep it easy for the group, Let's get a clean piece of paper. There you go. You need a pen?
I got a couple here.
Sorry, my pencils keep disappearing.
Hey, do this. Put some water on the stovetop and here. No. Clean this pot with water. We're like halfway there. And just put it on the stovetop and I'll take care of it. It's so ironic that you guys really wanted to do that, like no bull.
wanted to do it for a couple weeks.
Like I really said, I was like, why not do the enchiladas this week? Chicken and a veggie. Okay,
I
So what you
appreciate
gonna
you
do
working
is-
with me on the organic thing.
no problem.
You know I love your cooking, Aaron.
I understand.
And I know in the beginning we had to ration out the food and everything, but now that I'm making money with my paintings, this will be great. And I can participate in the food, and it be organic, and I can still get organic food.
Okay, so what you want is
cabbage, lots of lime juice, radishes.
$100 per week, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a barter. Which a lot of people who are offering to paint my paintings are saying, can I give you?
Well, see, we can't do that. We
Right.
can't do that. So
So
we're not
instead-
going to utilize that word.
Exactly. Okay, so let me use
All right. You want $100 per week for personal food ordering. You want the $100 from solely paintings.
I mean, another question to ask also is this $100 on top of whatever's in your personal account, or do you want there to be like a supplement? Like for instance,
That's the next question.
You know, like for instance, in your personal account right now, you have like $70-ish or something.
So are you only
is
getting
it like,
30
Yeah, do you
to
want
cover
to
to
get
make
30
that
from the group to
$100?
make it $100?
No, because I know my personal money, I'm adding up. I've got to buy things like hair, conditioner. My personal money, this is on top of my personal money.
Well, but
So
the thing
that's-
is that this is also like people are using their personal money for food as well. I mean, I'm not saying that anything's wrong with it. It's more of just thinking about
Yeah.
kind of what the specific uses are, is because like.
Then if they want, I need organic food, and I'm painting my paintings to pay for it.
No, I know, but
And
I mean, just
and
that's
making the
these are
group
the
more
questions
money
to
with
ask
my
is that
paintings.
like
You have to be careful with that.
You just have to be careful,
Listen, you have to stop saying that you're making the group more money with your paintings, because it really comes off bad. Everybody's making the group money with everything that they're doing.
Right.
So,
Okay, I know, I
so
understand
by
that.
constantly
Got it.
saying that, it comes out
Okay.
really bad. I got to tell you, it makes people less light, less wanted, because you keep saying, "Well, I'm making the group more money with my paintings, and that's why I should get more money." And it's like,
Right.
wait a minute, like, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be
understand,
offering
right.
more in that aspect. Like, yeah, I'm gonna finish them up.
This is not going to come out of my personal money, because the personal money, Dedeker, the personal money is going to supplement this, because this isn't even enough. I'm just saying 100 to be fair, and then I have to take the personal money that I keep in my account, that I get paid from all the money we make, like everybody else.
See, the argument that she's making is people are utilizing their personal money for personal food. And why is it that we have to give you $100, but you get to keep your personal money for other things? Because in that same idea, everybody else here should be able to get a couple of dollars for
that's the thing,
food
is
and
like,
then use their personal money for
because the
something
argument can
else.
be made. Honestly, the reason why
Because
people
organic food costs
no, I
more, and
know,
I
but
have
so
organic
but the
food.
reason why people here buy more food with their personal money is because they want to be able to eat in the middle of the day. The things that they want, they need to eat in the middle of the day.
Right.
You know.
And
So,
I can't,
but
the reason
if
is because I
let me
can't eat all
finish,
the
Bella.
food that's being
I know,
cooked for
no, I know,
breakfast and
Bella.
dinner.
But you know, somebody can make the argument, well, I don't need to eat in the middle of the day, so I'm not going to spend my money on food. That could be a baseline. So then everybody else could argue, well, I need to eat in the middle of the day, so I need extra money on top of my personal money to pay for food. You know, so it's like the reason why we're coaching you through this is because we want to protect you
Yeah.
from the arguments that are coming in.
They're gonna come
You know,
hard.
because they're going to come hard.
Because
And,
now you're asking for more money, and you just spent more
and
money.
on top of
Yeah, like they're gonna say, well, do we give you $75 today because you spent $150 last week, or do we give you $50 today?
Yeah, I don't want that. So
Or
just put it
you
back to
know,
$75 then.
well then no. What I'm saying is that doesn't cover how you spent $150 last week. So you spent enough for 2 weeks,
Right.
but you only
Oh, you're
asked
talking about for this week.
for $75.
You're talking about for this week?
So then wait, so what are you gonna do when somebody says, well, you spent $150 last week, we don't give you $75 this week?
No, I don't get $75 this week.
So this week you're good to get.
Yeah, because I even told, remember I said
Okay.
that we're going to make that
Well,
last
that's
for 2
something.
weeks?
What I'm saying is that's something that you should say.
But from here on, I don't want this to come out of my personal money.
Okay. Well, what
I
I'm
see what
saying.
you're saying, Dedeker. You
What
were
I'm saying
asking
is she
about
wants.
this week specifically.
When you go into the group, it's a discussion about what you're trying to do, but it's really important that you vocalize these things, not to me and Dedeker, but to the group.
Because everybody needs to get on the same page because you know
They
how
need to
things
know
get
all the
miscommunicated.
details. There shouldn't be any room for misconception with what you're trying to get across. So if that's the way you want to do it, make sure you have an answer for all of it. And it's even better if you have an answer before they even ask the question, because it looks like you really covered all your bases. You know, when you say, okay.
That you're prepared and
yeah,
confident.
I also
you know,
want to
and
tell
not
you guys.
wishy-washy on it.
I also want to let you
type of
guys
questions
know
I'm gonna get.
that I did spend $150 on last week, so I'm not asking for another $75 on this week. I am asking for the budget to be increased to $100 because it is clear that I was able to go over, but that's starting on next week. All the funds that I'm asking for will take in solely out of my paintings and my paintings alone after taxes. And if my paintings don't sell in that week's time, I don't receive the money. And then, you know, I work off of what it is that I have and my personal money. Okay, like that.
Perfect. Okay,
that
sounds
kind of
good.
thing.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, so no money this week, but I do need $100 a week starting next week. That money comes solely out of my paintings that I'm doing after taxes. And if I don't sell a painting, then I don't get the money. Does that sound good? Keep it short and sweet without bringing out the other stuff up.
Well, you're going to have to. I mean, that's just business. It's a business proposition, and people ask
Thank
questions.
you for helping me with this. I appreciate it.
No problem at all.
Because you know the questions that are going to be asked. I don't, because people aren't really telling me. They're keeping me in the dark. And then
that's
I
why I'm
get
at
blindsided in
That's
front
why
of the
Derek
meeting,
is
and
really
it's like,
asking me so many questions. Derek is really asking so many questions so that
to help me with my presentation.
Yeah, we really don't want you to go in there and get beat up. And it's not that.
Beat up.
Well, see, that's the thing. People aren't trying to beat you up, but they want to understand why is it that you deserve this or you should get this,
and that's
then they can't get it. So you need to make a valid enough argument. And if it is a valid enough argument, people will get on board. You know, it doesn't look like you're being selfish. It looks like you're trying to do this for your health, and you have a solution.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all it is.
Thank you for working with me on this. And when I have the support of the group, it motivates me to make more paintings. You know what I'm saying? It really does. Because it's like, I want to make more money for everybody. When they help me, it's like, I bust my butt to help them too, and you know.
It's like 950. There's a Target, Walmart, Costco, like they're all right next to each other. Oh, I saw a billboard with Gonzo on it. Yeah, he owns an insurance company. Gonzo. It was pretty fun. I was looking up there. I was like, wow, who the hell? That looks familiar.
That's funny.
And then I looked at my card when I got here, and it's on this card too, his business card.
Gonzo. He's smart, huh?
Yeah, he is. Okay, so $100 a week, $100 coming straight from your photos. After taxes are taken out. You're not receiving any money on this week because
maybe we should bring the part about we're not bringing up any money this week before we mention the $100.
You said you're not bringing up what?
Maybe we should mention the part about how I don't want $75 for this week.
Yeah, I did. I'm not asking for money on this week. I spent $150 on the last week, which is sufficient enough for the 2 weeks of time. Starting next week.
Should I mention that so that I can go towards the food so I can eat some of the community food?
That would kind of be like your synopsis, but not to say that you want the whole group to eat organic, because then that's pressuring the group into spending more money that they don't want to spend.
Right.
You know, because if they don't spend the money on organic, they can spend it on other things that they would prefer.
Got it. Okay. So that starting next week, should I even mention the part about how that's going to go towards food so that I can start participating in the community breakfasts and dinners?
Yeah, I mean, what you're doing is that goes a little farther. You want to be included, and you let them know that you want to be included in the community food eating. And
So
what I'm willing to do if I'm here or whoever else is here is that they will cook your food alongside the food of the group,
And I'll help them
allowing
too.
you to eat whatever it is that we eat, but you just have an organic option.
Right, okay.
And everybody else has their other options, because you don't want to pressure the group into having to eat solely organic, which means they have to spend more money
Oh, yeah,
to
I
pay for
see
the food.
now. Yeah,
You know,
okay.
like we get 2 peanut butters, whereas one peanut butter costs you $5.98.
Right, the other costs
we
me
need
too.
we need peanut butter for the group, but now that means since we buy it in bulk, we got to buy $12 worth of peanut butter. You
Yeah,
see,
that
instead
makes
of
sense,
only
yeah.
only $4 worth of peanut butter,
Right.
and they're all the same sizes. So that's $8 that we could have put towards something else
Right,
instead of
okay.
allocating it towards
Got it.
organic food, and they
Got
don't
it.
want to do that because the
Okay.
bigger picture it comes out. Like you said, you
Okay.
spent $150,
Right,
which is what everybody spends to eat in 1 week.
right.
So that's just like, you know,
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for
It's
sharing
a
it with
lot.
me that way. Yeah. So maybe,
and we're not gonna.
she told me that when your sister came. She said,
Yeah,
Bella,
Didi, we didn't say-
sit
we didn't
down.
say-
And I
we
said,
said
yes,
we
ma'am.
weren't
She goes,
gonna
Bella,
subsidize
you is smart. You
personal
is
money, so her personal
something.
money
You
still
is
goes to
important.
herself. Is that
Now
what
she
she said?
started crying. We were
Her
crying.
personal money still goes. Did you say her personal money still goes to herself, and it includes this $100? Is that what she said earlier?
The option, it's basically either are we giving you $100 a week on top of personal money, or is it we're subsidizing your personal money to meet your need at least on $100 for food.
You give them an option that feels a little bit more like you're willing to work with them instead of giving them an ulterior motive, and it's like, this is it, and if you don't do this, then we're gonna have a problem. So just open up the door to an option.
I mean, for your party?
And you just never know how the chips may fall. So with one of the options, what she's saying is, because we have weeks where we're making really a large amount of money now.
Yeah.
I mean, we made over $5,000 this week.
Yeah.
So if we're making that kind of money, you would make $70 for yourself already, and then we could add X, Y, and Z to it, you know,
Because I
to
want
make your cap $100. That's an option. That's an option. And then there's the other option that you presented to me and
Because I don't want to
first.
be capped at my personal money if I'm making all this money.
No, you're not capped on a personal. It's
Because I'm trying to save up my money so I can buy something.
yeah,
you know?
but I mean, well, that's the other side. Your organic thing is a give and take. It is allocating money for you to be able to purchase organic food. But that's what we do with our personal money anyways. You know, like our personal money has been utilized. So it's just a great place to write, huh? Our personal money as the group is being used by roughly everybody to buy more food.
Right. Okay.
So
I see what you're saying.
and then you know, some things are like a give and take. I don't have enough money for this because I want this as a personal item. I want to buy a hairnet, or I want to buy this. So that's on you as a personal responsibility to say, this is more important than this. I'm not going to buy organic walnuts, or I'm not going to buy radishes because I want to buy conditioner or something like that. With an option.
So how would that work? What she's talking about?
What she's talking
as
about
a
is
supplement or whatever.
In a week's time, if we make more than $100 in a week, you know, because that is starting to really get there. If we make more than $100 in 1 week, you can still have your $100 within that personal money. You take your $100 out of that personal money of yours to purchase your groceries, and whatever money you have left over stays in your personal account. Or if you, let's say you had a bad week and you only made $42, right? We'll come in as the group and say, how much more till you get to $100? Okay, so you only made $42. We're gonna pay you $58 more so that you can purchase your $100 for groceries, for your organic groceries a week. So it's kind of like a give or take. In this option, you kind of give up having personal money to buy like those little luxuries and purchase your organic foods that you want, right? But this also means no matter how the chips fall, if we only made like $4 that
Right, yeah.
week, the group's gonna pay you $96 more so that you can definitely get your $100 worth of groceries for that week.
But I'd rather bring it down to $75, and I always get that in addition to the personal money.
So that's another option. Make that one an option as well. Like I said, give them multiple options so that they can work with it. You know, create like
Well, let's come up with some options.
Like that's one option. $100. Let's say $100 a week cap, right? And with that,
that means if we only make like $12 a week, then I'm supplemented.
right?
Okay.
We'll write personal money plus subsidy of group. Let me put an example on here real quick.
All right.
If we make only $75,
Yeah.
Birthday. That's my grandma's birthday.
Maybe I can say in there. But it's not going to be Josh.
in 1 week,
What name are you thinking? It's too stressful to think of a name.
Better have something planned.
We're going to say
Call you
baby.
baby
What did
for
your
2
sisters
weeks.
say? Did they say anything about it?
the group will cover the remaining costs.
We already talked about names a lot. For your hand? Are those all burns in your hand?
Because it's coming out of the first painting after taxes, I feel like it would just be $100 in addition to whatever other money we made the group. That motivates me to do more paintings, honestly. You know? Because it's coming out of the first painting that I do after taxes. Because I got people offering to buy my paintings for $800 if I can get the $100 for groceries. That's what I'm up against. I'm getting all these emails and people saying, we'll buy a painting if you can use money to buy yourself some food. Do you see what I'm saying? And then the rest of the $700 goes to the group so they can have money too.
You think so too? I think so.
I mean, but they're gonna have money regardless. That's the other thing, Bella. You gotta be careful.
Right.
The group's always gonna have money because we make money without your paintings.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can't keep making it sound like your paintings are just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't
Yeah.
want to take away from the quality and away from the amount of money that you are making. But when you're boisterous about it in that form, and that's not what you're trying to do. When you're boisterous about it, people exactly, and
Right.
people start to say, well, hell, I can make this money without your painting. Like we can do good. We'll be all right.
Right.
Because we were all right before you started painting.
Right.
So you have to be really careful about the way
I
that
see
you
what you're
word it.
saying.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you see what I'm saying though. It's like I'm not asking to take this money out of everybody else's money. I'm actually going to take it out of my efforts.
Right.
That's what I mean. Is that a better way of putting it? I'm not trying to take it out of whatever people are making. I'm taking it out of my efforts.
Yeah. What
Is
you're
that a better
doing,
way?
That
Okay.
is a perfect
What I'm
way.
doing. Okay.
That is a perfect way.
Okay. Let's put that down. I'm not taking this out of everybody else's money. I'm taking it out of my extra efforts.
Option number 2.
Okay. I mean, like if we're making like.
Is it permanent?
I just don't want to have to spend all my money on food, and then I have no money in the account. And if I don't spend it, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right, but that's what we all do, though. That's what we're all in a position to do. Because if
Okay,
you include how
okay.
much money we make for
Right.
personal money, a lot of people are spending it, and they're like, okay, I don't want to spend the whole
Got it,
$40
yeah.
that I have on food, so I'm going to have to say, although I really want this, I'm going to have to put it back until next week.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and buy that soap that I really need.
Got it. Okay.
I'll go ahead and buy that, and you got to make sure, like, other people want to have that option too.
Yeah,
But
got it. I want it to be fair for everybody too, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So even if I have, like, say I have $60 in my account, and we make, let's say I have $50 in my account, we make $50, okay? Then you're still going to give me $50, even though I have $50 already in my account to subsidize for the 100. Is that what you're saying? Oh, well then let's just do it like that.
The group will cover it.
I thought you were saying, well, because you have 50, we're only going to give you 50, and that's 100, and then you spend all that on food, and then
that is another thing. That is another option.
No, I don't want that option. I want it to be fair, but I could do the subsidy. Okay, let's just look at the options. Now I understand. Thank you, Aaron, for helping me with this.
No problem.
This is this kind of stuff that I don't wrap my head around very well. I never have.
It's okay.
Probably never will. I always need somebody to help me with money.
Have the chance and a valid opportunity to present their argument in a logical state in front of the group. And I firmly believe in that. Even if it's something that I agree or disagree with, I feel like they should have that opportunity and a fair shake at somebody saying no, instead of somebody just saying, nah, I don't like it, because it just sounds like it's off.
Yeah.
I want everybody to have the opportunity to hear what you have to say first, and then in an educated manner say, I disagree with it, or I agree with it, and that's it.
Yeah. And now that I'll be able to eat your food, you know how hard it's been. I love your food. You know, every time you cook that, thank you how good it was.
Don't you start crying, woman. Don't you do this. Don't do this to me.
You know, I controlled the portions in the beginning, and then it just got to the point where it's like, it was torture. It was like a hungry lion watching a steak being prepared and laid in front of you, and then I have to sit there and eat my apples. I'm like, no, this is not what I wanted, y'all. I want to eat organic, but also be part of the group food. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for doing this, Aaron. I really appreciate this. You have no idea. This really. This is very good what you're doing. I'm just going to say that because you're helping me eat organic, but also be part of the group food again. You know, it's been very difficult coming in here and not being able to sit and eat with everybody. All I'm trying to do is be healthier. You see that I'm not trying to take from the group. I'm trying to do more for the group. I know you said you can't word it that way because it makes me look like that. You see what I'm doing. I'm trying to do more painting so that we can have more food for everybody, and then I can have organic. So it's a win-win for everybody. And this way I can also control the portion of food I eat because, you know, I need to eat a little more food than other people. I put a lot of energy and we're taller. Our metabolism's different. And this way I don't have to worry about the control.
The option that you would prefer is what?
Let's see what the options are.
No. You give me another. I'm writing down the third option as the one that you want to actually do. These are other options for the group. If
so
they don't,
to keep them from saying yes or no, they could choose their own option. Thank you. That's usually what I do with my business.
These are also that it benefits you still, but it just, you know, it fluctuates a little bit differently. But the one that you would prefer for them to go with is what?
Take $100 out of the first painting after taxes. And if I don't sell a painting, I don't get anything. I get 0. Okay? And then whatever extra money we make from sales, well, that's not really what we need to pay. There's just $100 from the first penny after
$100 out of the
tax
first penny sold after taxes every week.
per week. And then any extra money I get from paintings goes to the group, so we can all have personal money from the sale of my paintings. It's just simple, concise. It's after taxes. And that way, I'm not taking, and you tell me if we should say this or not, because sometimes when I present something it looks bad, when I really, my intentions are, okay? My intentions are good. We just need to word it so the group hears my intentions. That way, I'm not taking money from the group. It's coming out of my personal efforts.
Exactly.
Okay, is that okay to say?
Yeah, it
Because
works.
that's what I mean. Okay, good. That will be well perceived by the group? Okay. Because you know them more than I do. I'm trying.
It's all right. It's all right.
Rob, please go to the transmitter room.
Select order will go back into the group to be delegated to all forms and AMR. They want to develop as a person to be sold after taxes. That will go towards the purchase of organic food. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You're giving them 3 options. So what you want to do is when we bring this up, and you're going to bring it up to the group as a business option.
Okay.
In reference to the purchase of your organic food.
Okay.
Right? And you want to let them know that you have gotten together a couple of options to give them so that, because you do feel as though you need to have your organic food. And just give them your bullets, tell them what those are, and you can add to it if there's anything else that you want in a personal sense. This is just a business sense. If there's something that you want to add personally to let people know how you feel about it, you do so. Just make sure that you're not doing it in a
Right. Yeah. Right,
crazy way where you're saying, I'm
Defensively.
making
Right.
money and I gotta, don't do that.
Okay.
The other thing is to let them know that you're open to these 3 options that you've written down, but if they come up with another option, but you want to push the fact that you would like to receive X, Y, and Z amount every week.
Okay.
People gonna,
And that's
some
to come
people,
out of my personal
exactly. Some people
efforts, so it doesn't take out of group money.
Some people are going to give you some shit, I can promise you that, but you have to just cover your bases and be
Okay.
willing to work with people. You have to do that, because if they're willing to work with you and you're coming up with an option, you have to be willing and open enough to accept a different option from what it is that you initially want. That's the option that you want, that's the option that you're fighting for, but if they're willing to give you something else,
And I
that
can't make
works
a
for both
decision on the
sides.
spot. What I'll do is write down what they're thinking, and then maybe come back to you, and you can help me work it out, and then we'll come back to the group with that.
Yeah, but that's how a lot of business
Okay.
offers work.
Okay, because
you
I
know.
can't make decisions on the spot when I'm under pressure and under attack. It just, I can't
Well,
make
they're not
decisions
trying to
well.
attack you, and I don't think they're going to try to attack you. I think they're just going to try to really figure out. That's what business is.
Yeah.
They want to figure out, what do they get out of this? What do you get out of
They're
this?
going to get more money because I'm doing more paintings.
Well, see, here's
So
the
they're
thing.
good
They were going to
money.
get money regardless if you did the paintings or not, because the way the government is set up right now is that no matter how many paintings you painted, it all goes back into the group. And that's just the way that it is. So they're always going to get paid no matter what. And if you just decided not to do any more paintings, that puts you in a bad, because you wouldn't, no, I'm just saying, on the other side of that, you wouldn't receive as much money as you were getting before to purchase those things that you say that you need. And B, you would render yourself defenseless and laborless in this place. And we already know that that's not something that you want to have happen.
No, I
So-
wouldn't even think about that. That's not even an option. I paint because I love to paint.
Exactly.
And
so
I want to
your
provide
paintings
the group.
will come
Hopefully
to the
they'll see
group.
that.
Your
because
paintings will
my
come to the
paintings
group
get more money.
regardless. It's just how you would like to take something out of that
Right,
to go for yourself,
right.
just to help yourself out.
Just for
Right.
what I need for bare necessities, which is the food.
And the other thing is this: when you do that, be careful of what you order.
Trust me.
Be very careful of what you order, because that also makes a big difference. If you're, like you said, the last one, you ordered $150 worth of groceries, and we're seeing that there's some things in there that you can live without,
Right.
and that really upsets people.
What I did this time is just get like what I need
Your
help
necessities.
wise, right? But then out of my personal money, I'll get a chocolate candy bar if I have any extra left over. Because I am going to want to eat chocolate. I mean, that's chocolate during that time of the month for a woman is very important for me.
Well, count that. Well, make sure that if that's how you feel, you include that as a necessity and not as a want, because your wants at this point with these type of options and ideals, everybody has them. And you're now asking for more money for your wants in comparison to everybody else. So,
But it's not for chocolate. This is for food.
no, what I'm
to
saying,
eat.
well, you remember your options. Remember the options, the
But I
different
want to be
options
able
that
to
you have
order.
on there.
Yeah, right. But I want to be able to order. I'm not going to be ordering a ton, but just like get a candy bar occasionally for comfort food.
Right.
I don't want people to tell me you can't eat that. You doing that? You're controlling.
Well, make sure you express that that candy bar that was purchased didn't come out of their money.
Right.
It came out of
Like
your
I
money.
said, I really need 150, but I'm going to bring it down to 100, and then use the other 50 out of my personal money. Because logistically, should I say something like that? I mean, logistically, all the totals came up to 150. But to be fair, I'm going to bring it down to 100 and let the rest of the money come into my personal account. That way, I can order something like
Don't say be
popcorn.
fair. You have to be very, like I said, be cautious of your
And-
words. Be fair,
okay.
because there's no fear.
Okay.
For everybody here,
Okay. Got it.
amongst 15
Yeah.
people, there's no fairness
Right. Yeah.
of delegating $100 a week or $75
How would
a
you
week.
word it then?
I would just say
Because
to make it,
more palatable or make
yeah, I would bring it down to 100 over $150. Because
Okay.
at $150, it is truly unreasonable
Yeah.
for one person to consume that amount in 1 week. You know, like when we came here, we all knew the status of what we were getting. And
Should I even bring it?
I mean, when you brought it up the other day in the group meeting, I was glad that you did, because I was ready to like ask you how much money did you spend, what did you spend it on, but by you already being
Yeah, have it all
prepared
right.
to do
written
that,
out.
it shows that you are prepared for this meeting, for the argument, for the conversation, and that's what you have to be.
So how would
Whenever
you
do
present
that.
it? Say, listen, I have everything itemized here. I added up all the total, and it comes to
If people
150.
want to see the things that you have on your list, just to be
Okay.
able to say that it's okay, you have to be open to allow them to see those
Oh,
things.
absolutely. And this
you know,
doesn't
all
include
of that.
chocolate. This does not even include the chocolate.
That's fine. I mean, that's perfectly
That's
fine.
just for
how you-
food. And that way, I'll bring it down from 150, which is what this came to, bring it down to 100, and then any extra I need will come out of my personal money, so that I can buy things like an occasional candy bar,
Right.
and it doesn't come out of people's money.
Right. That is one of your options. That is actually your option number 3.
Should I even
That is
bring
not
up the candy
included.
bar
That is
or
not
not?
included in your other options. And yes, you should bring up the candy bar, because here's the thing: if that candy bar just so happens to show up,
Yeah,
it's going to be a whole different ball game.
but they need to know that came out of my personal money.
Exactly. You got to cover your bases.
Okay.
You always got to cover all your bases.
Okay, because I want to feel comfortable ordering my food.
Always have an answer to any question that somebody presents you. That's the first rule of business.
Okay.
So what you do is you always have a couple of people, you talk to them and let them ask you your questions, and then you write an answer for all of those. And a lot of times when you do that, you end up having answers to other questions that weren't asked. So then when you actually go to present your argument or present this proposal to the group, you have so many answers that everybody's just like, I can't think of any question. You know,
Right.
you have the answers already. You took care of everything that you needed to take care of. So now your premise is clear. And I think that you'll be okay. So this will be what you bring to the group at the group meeting today. And anything else, like I said, that you want to add on to here as far as personal
So it was
information.
let's write that down up here. It was 150, or on the
Yeah,
next
here you
page. So it was 100.
Top. Yeah.
Okay, so it was 100. The total of items
Yeah. Your total was $150.
was 150, but I'm bringing it down. But I'm bringing it down to 100. And anything else I need, the total for basic food, not including chocolate candy bars or anything, okay? Basic food was 150. I should have put that does not include accessories like chocolate.
No, I thought the chocolate was in that 150,
No.
but you're not trying to put it in this 100.
No, this doesn't
Okay,
include the
okay,
chocolate.
okay, go
So
ahead.
150, that doesn't include
Yeah.
chocolate and none of this. Should I put that up here?
Yes.
Okay, and that does not include, what do you call it, accessories or
Personal items
personal items?
or personal luxury.
Right, personal items, personal luxury items, like chocolate. Okay, so I'm bringing it down to $100, and then the other $50 and any luxury items will come out of my personal money from the extra leftover from my paintings. It goes to the group. Okay, is that okay
No,
to say that?
yeah, that's okay to say
Okay.
that. Now, when you do this, when you say this one, right,
Right.
include this in your option number 3.
Okay.
Don't say it as a regular point.
Okay.
Put it in your option number 3. That's one option,
Okay.
right? And there's the option number 2, and there's the option number 1, which are just like
So for
subsidiary
option
options.
3, bring
This
this
up,
up
yeah.
first, and then go take $100 out of the food, or bring this up
Bring
and
that
then
up and then fill
okay,
in
good.
your bullet points.
This and
to
this,
it.
the bullet points. Okay. And then the total here
Yep.
for basic food,
Yep, and if anybody wants to see those items
There it
that
is.
you have available, they're right there.
right, came to, and there's $33.50 there, came to $150. That totals, let's do it now. This is 15, 9, 10, let's see, 15, 10, 18, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, let's see, 147.85. Okay, that was bare necessity. And that was not including the popcorn that was over ordered in the squash.
Right.
Okay, so that's that. No, that did include that. That was like over.
Okay.
So bring it down to,
Well, just leave that at 147.85. You don't want
Okay.
to be over technical. because
Okay,
If you go too technical with the small things,
see, that's my problem. I get too technical and it
people
blows
will lose
people's
it.
minds.
And then if you get under technical with
Then
the
they
big,
don't. You really
then
did
they
your
there you work.
Happy to keep it simple. Okay. So the total for the basic food, and I have here if anybody wants to look at it, came to roughly $150. And that does not include personal items like hair conditioner, shampoo, or luxury items like chocolate. Is that okay to say, or should I just say luxury items like chocolate? Keep it simple. Just say that. What I'm willing to do is bring it down to 100. Any extra food or luxury items that I want, like
Take that out of your
chocolate,
personal
I'll take it out of my personal money. Okay. And then anything over the $100, I'll take it out of my personal money. Okay. And when should I say the part about how this is so,
At the end, the
and this is when I could
conclusion.
say that in conclusion, this is so I'm not taking money from the group's money. but it's a personal effort
Before it even hits the group.
before
Don't
it
say
hits
the
the group.
personal effort. Just say it's coming out of your paintings before it ever even reaches the group.
Okay.
So it would basically be as if the group didn't make that $100.
Right. Taking the money out of,
Your personal, out of the paintings, my personal paintings,
Money.
before it ever reaches the group.
the money from the paintings before it even reaches the group. So this way I'm not taking the money from the group money, but I'm taking the money out of my,
It's just, not taking the money from the group. That's it.
not taking money from the group, not taking money from the group, but I'm taking the money out of the money from the, but I'm taking it out of the money from the paintings before it reaches the group.
Which
Okay.
makes a difference. I mean, that just basically
Okay.
it's just like saying your painting sold for $700.
And then should I bring up the amount of money that my painting sold for then?
No.
No, okay, because that would be prestigious and throwing up in their face. Okay, I'm getting it now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just how things are perceived by other people.
And the
The
thing is,
intentions can be good, but it can be misperceived.
exactly, you can never control another person's perception. So what you can only do is give them something, the print to work off of. You have to give them everything that you can in the
Right.
best fashion that you can, and pray that your ideal gets across to them the way that you wanted it to be presented,
Right.
and not some
Exactly.
construed way. And the only way to do that is to facts.
Right. And do like
detail,
what we're
detail,
doing.
Detail. Exactly.
Yeah, pull
And-
somebody
and
from
it
the
can be
group who is
tedious.
connected that
It can be
help me.
tedious, but it's what you have to do whenever doing something like that. You always want to make sure.
I don't mind doing tedious work.
I see
Just
that.
the right kind.
I see
Okay, and
that.
in conclusion with us, so basically, say if I don't get a painting, I get 0. Where can
Yeah.
I put that in?
No, it's in there already. It's already in there. If there's no money available, if I sell no paintings
I receive
that
no
week, I
money.
receive no monies.
Okay.
No. We're going to talk. I was just finishing up with her, and then me and her about to talk now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this.
The meeting's changed to 11.
The
I was hoping to get it done before the meeting.
oh, you know what? Let me do that now then.
We're almost done right here. So do that one first. I'm not asking for money this week. I spent 150
Yes.
last week, which is 75 2 weeks term.
Starting next week.
Starting
I'm
next
asking
week,
for $100
$100
for
organic food only. I
And
put
then-
together 3 options,
Right.
and then
And then give them those 3 options. and
where,
then they're
where do we
gonna
put
ask-
this? If I sell the things that week,
That week, I will receive no money. That can.
okay, I could put that after here.
Yeah.
That will come after that. Okay. If I don't do any paintings, I will receive no money. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you already got that in the bag.
Yeah, and then 100 to come solely from paintings after taxes are taken out. That's already down here.
No, that's including all 3 of these options.
Okay. So the 3 options.
So that doesn't hurt. That's covering your ass.
Right.
So that you don't have to try to pay taxes on that $100 every
Right.
time that you get one of those paintings.
Okay.
And then that means that the group would end up paying the tax on the money and you wouldn't.
Right. Okay. So where should I put? And thank you. Where should I put that? All these options include that the $100 will come solely from paintings after taxes are taken
Yes,
out.
yes.
Okay. So we'll put that right there, and then I'll go through the 3 options. Conclusion. Thank you, Aaron.
And that's it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay.
No problem at all. I want to be able to
I
help
have
the
no
best that I
idea. And I want to be able to eat your food.
can. And I got it. Well, if I'm here. If I am here, I
You
got
will
you.
be, okay?
All right, let me
As
go
long as
do
we can
this.
eat a little bit of the organic portion of it.
No problem. Where did Dee Dee go anyways?